Good afternoon, everyone. I am Sachin Shishodia, lecturer, Department of Mechanical Engineering, IIMT College of Polytechnic, Greater Noida. Today, we are covering part 2 of the introduction of AutoCAD, in which we cover 2D and isometric drawing for beginners. As we all know, in the first session, we have covered 4 AutoCAD products for AEs, which is basically AutoCAD for architect, AutoCAD for construction, AutoCAD for electrical as well. And we also covered understanding AutoCAD interface, ribbon tools, model space, layout tabs, status bars, and command bar. We also discussed about task-based workspaces such as we have drafting and annotation, as we can see in the figure shown below, 3D basics, 3D modeling. We also have covered ribbon tab and tools in which we know about draw commands and modify commands. In the panel, we can see we have menu browser ribbon in the above portion which have tools, many tools panels is there. And we also know command palettes we have. In the draw commands, we already discussed about some of the commands in the part 1. The part 1, the description of the part 1 video is mentioned in this description of this video. In this, we discussed about line command, circle command, in which we draw a circle based on the center point and the radius. Erase command, print command enables to print and plot configuration dialog box. Undo command, rectangle command, shortcut we use rectangle, multi-line command, trim command, or extend command, offset command. In the modify commands, we discussed about move command, copy command, stretch command, mirror command, rotate command, fillet command. In which basically fillet command, we how to create round corners between the two lines. We will cover these commands in the coming part 2 session. Like in the practice session, we will cover in the coming time. Another modify commands we have array command, layer command, text command, dimension and scale. Now coming to the part 2, the practice session of 2D and isometric drawing for beginners. In this, we have taken a spanner or wrench diagram, the 2D diagram of a spanner. We will draw this using AutoCAD software. The commands basically required for this drawing is circle, polygon, line, offset, fillet, and trim. Let's move on to the AutoCAD software. Here we have AutoCAD 2016 version, in which you can see the panel in the above, that is draw commands we have like line, polyline, circle, arc. Many commands are there. So to draw this diagram, we have to know about the dimension of this program. Like the circle, we have 30 radius circle. Another circle we have 20 radius, and the polygons we have taken is 20 radius, and another one is the 15. The distance between these center points of this circle is 129, and the distance between the hollow portion of in middle is the 70. So in the AutoCAD software, first we have to select circle command, as we can see on the topmost portion, center with radius. Now we have to click in the workspace, then we have to type radius of the circle, that is 30. We have typed 30, then enter. So as we can see that it is small in size, so we have to zoom it out. Now this is the circle we need to draw. We can again draw this circle as per the given zoom specializations. So we have to take circle from the above tab, center with radius, then we can type 30, enter. Then we have to open ortho mode command from the bottom tab. Ortho mode command basically used to draw lines in horizontal or vertical way. Another one we have is the check mode, the snap cursor modes we have. So we have to check whether our center is visible on the screen or not. So here we have seen that our center point is visible. So now coming to the workspace, we have to select line command. We have to enter on the center point of this circle. Here we have. Now we have to draw 129 distance line, enter. Then we have to select circle again, the end point of this line, and we have to draw 20 radius circle. Now we have to select polygon command. As we can see in the ribbon palette, polygon we have to select polygon. We have to enter number of sides, as we can see in the command window in the bottom portion, the number of sides. So we have to enter 6, enter. Then we have to click on the center point. We have to describe the where we have to describe whether we need this polygon in the inside the circle or outside the circle. So we need inside the circle. We have to type I, enter. Then we have to type the radius of this hexagon. So 20 is the radius, so we have to type 20, then enter. In the next circle, we have to take polygon with 5 sides, that is pentagon. So we have to click on the polygon. We have to click on the center point of this circle. Okay. Take polygon and then center point of this circle. With the cursor mode, we can see the center point is visible. Okay, now select polygon. Then click on the center point of this line. Okay, now we have to select polygon. We have to enter number of sides we required, like 5 sides we required, type 5, and then enter. Select the center point, then enter. Now it is asking whether we need this pentagon inside the circle or outside. So we have to type I, enter. Then we have to type the radius of this pentagon. So 15 is the radius, enter. Now this is the drawing which we need. Now we have to draw the center lines of this diagram. So we have to select offset command, click on the offset command, then specify the distance. We can see that the distance we basically need is 20 in between these two lines. As we can see that the distance we need is 20. So now going to the AutoCAD software, we have to select offset command. Now type 10 value above this line, enter. Then above we have drawn a value 10. Again select offset, then select on the 10 we already have. So in the bottom side we already drawn now. Now select offset command again and type 5 to draw the inside lines. Select and then enter in the upper portion. Again select in the down portion. Now we have to create 2 small circles so that we can create this type of geometry. Like we can see here, this kind of geometry we basically need, like in the center portion. So now going to the AutoCAD software, we have to mention one line in between this, and again in the proper distance way we have to draw a line, this. Now select center with 2-point circle. Select these 2 points and draw a circle. Again we have to select. Okay, now again we have to select 2-point circle, as we can see, and then we have to select these 2 points and enter. Okay, now we need to trim extra lines, like we have these lines, so we have to select trim command. So here we have trim command. Select trim, select object, enter. Then we have to trim these lines. So trim, we can directly trim one by one or by multiple we can select. Okay, now again select trim for the internal lines. Select object, enter. Then we have to trim these lines. So trim, then select object, enter, and we have to trim these lines. Okay, now coming to this portion, we have to trim these also. So select trim, select this line. We want to trim this inside circle value, this one. Again select trim, select the object, and then select trim this object. Now we have to trim this inside 3 lines also. So select trim and this line, enter, and trim these 3 lines. Okay. Now again we have to select trim command, select this line, enter, delete these 3 lines. Okay. Now we can delete these lines. We use these to trim the object, and this one also, and the center line also. Now one line is also there, so we need to trim this also. Select this and this circle outer circumference, and then enter and trim this line also. Okay. Now we have geometry which we want, but we need some fillet command is there. We need some smoothness in between these points. So what we basically need? We need smoothness. What kind of smoothness we need? We need, okay. Now the smoothness is required is this one. So we have to select fillet command for this. Okay. Now select fillet command, enter, and then type radius r, enter, value 8, enter, and select first object this one, and then this object this one. Okay. Again for this 4 sides also, so select fillet command. We have fillet command, we can see this is the fillet command. So select fillet command, select r, enter, feed value 8, enter, and then select this object this one and this one. Okay. Now again fillet command, we can take fillet r, enter, 8, enter, and then select the first object this one and then this one. Okay. Again fillet command, f, enter, r, enter, 8, enter. Okay. Select this object and then this object. So this is the geometry which basically want. So we have to check the dimension. So click on the dimension, we can check like the radius we want to see. So this is the radius value we have 30. So again radius we can check for this circle, we draw 20. Then the dimension of in between the center lines we can check. Okay. Okay, the dimension between these 2 lines. Okay, so we have to select dimension, then this point and this point. This is 129 which we have taken. So the drawing we basically see, this is the drawing, and if we want to see the dimension of this also, so we can check this dimension also from this point to this point. So this is the dimension, the fillet radius, we can check the dimension of the fillet also. So the fillet we can take, this is the dimension we take, we took R8 as the fillet for all 4 sides. So this is the first drawing for the practice session. This is the 2D drawing which we have taken on the top view. In the 2D wireframe, this is the visual style we have taken. Now coming to the PPT, this is the first practice session we have taken. So the next drawing is for the practice is this one. This is the homework for you all. Now the isometric drawing, basically a 2D isometric drawing which may be created from isometric projection is a flat representation of 3D isometric projection. So you cannot expect to extract other 3D distance and areas to display object from different points. So at first you need to change your snap settings to isometric. Type DS on the command line and press enter. Drafting settings window will pop up. From this window and select snap and grid tab to make sure isometric snap radio is open. So click on the drafting setting window basically. Finally, the best time saving tip of all that you want to draw is ISO draft mode. So you can quickly toggle the ISO plane by pressing Ctrl E or F5 on the keyboard. So F5, I will recommend F5 on the keyboard to toggle the positions. In the next, we can see how to turn on ISO draft mode in AutoCAD. There are a couple of ways to turn on ISO draft to allow the isometric drawing. The first is type in the command line. What you do is to type dynamic input turn on, then choose any of the isoplane object in ortho. As you can see, isoplane right, isoplane orthographic, isoplane left, isoplane top, and isoplane right. So here is the symbol as you see in the red arrow is in the bottom portion of this command window. Now the next is how to know about the isometric drawing. The drafting settings, we have to type DS enter. Type F5 for toggle position, top, bottom, left or right. And ortho mode must be on. For the isometric drawing, ortho mode must be on. Use only copy and move command for isometric drawings. Use ellipse instead of circle, which we called iso circle. So this is the practice session for isometric drawing. in this session we are not covering the dimensions, we are just drawing how to draw isometric drawing. In the coming part 3, we will cover in detail isometric drawing and the 3D modeling conceptual view. So this part will be covered in the part 3. Okay, now coming to this part, we can see how we can draw in the AutoCAD software. So we can take another tab, drawing tab. Okay, in this we have to select some settings, like in the left corner we can see we have top plane, so we have to select SW isometric, and instead of 2D wireframe we can select, okay, 2D wireframe we can take. Okay, in this we have to select line command, so ortho mode must be on. Here we have ortho mode F8, so select line, so 1. So like this is the 3D drawing we want to draw. Select line command, enter values which we want, like we want to draw a box with some values. So like we have to take a line command, select, type value 20, enter. Then okay, we have to zoom it out for better view. Okay, select line command, select this, type 5, enter, type 20, enter. Then in the bottom type 5, enter, and then join this line. Okay, again select line, type 5, enter, and join this portion. Again we have to select line command. Okay, now this we have to type 20, enter, then we can join this also. If you want to draw a circle in between this, so we have to take circle or as ellipse in this case. So this is the basics we can draw SW isometric drawing. So we have to change toggle positions from 1 to 1. Like in F5 we can change the toggle positions. Like we have taken line command, then this position, the toggle position. I'm continuously changing my F5 from one position to another. So these kind of 3D drawings we can draw. Okay. So now coming to the next portion, we have, after the isometric drawing, we have AutoCAD 3D modeling. This part we will cover in the part 3, how to make a tire in 10 seconds. Let's practice just in a 10 second. Here we have AutoCAD software. So what we can do, we can take another drawing part. In this we have to select realistic mode, and instead of top plane we have to select SW isometric, and we have to open 3D basics or 3D modeling in this case. So like how we can draw a tire in 10 seconds. So first we have to change the mode of this software. So 3D basics, we have commands like 3D commands in the tab bar. So in this we have to select circle. Okay, here we can type direct circle command, C. Okay, it is taking some time. C, enter. Okay, now draw a circle. Okay, take a line, L, enter, and take ortho mode on, cut this circle. Okay, take another line command, enter. Okay, this. Now we have to join this portion, this and this, J, enter. Okay, this would, now this is join. Now take a trim command, TR, enter, trim, select this object. Okay, and this object, enter, and we have to trim this portion, trim this one, and this line also, delete this line also. So take a revolve option, select this object, enter, select the points, access the start point, first this point and this point, and we can rotate this. Okay, now type 360 angle, and here we have a tire. Just in 10 seconds, how we can draw a tire. We have a hollow portion for the tube, so we can fill a tube inside this. So this is just for practice. We will cover more in the coming part 3. Okay, thank you so much. The first part, the description of the first part video, we will be having a link of the first part in the description video. Thank Thank you so much.